Unit 11. In the museum.
Listening 98. Listen and point.
Bus. Helicopter. Motorcycle. Plane. Taxi. Train. Trolley. Trolley. Plane. Taxi. Helicopter. Train. Bus. Motorcycle.
Listen and repeat.
Bus. Helicopter. Motorcycle. Plane. Taxi. Train. Trolley.
Listening 99. Listen and read.
What's this? Is it a trolley?
No, it isn't. It's a horse bus. There were horse buses 200 years ago.
Look at these. There were some funny trains 100 years ago.
Wow! There were skateboards 50 years ago! And they were very big.
Look at this motorcycle, Leo.
Oh, wow! It's so cool!
Can you take a photo of me?
Sure!
Leo, that man is looking at your skateboard.
Wow, look! This skateboard is 50 years old.
No, sorry. That's my skateboard. It's only 2 years old.
Now, look at the story again and answer my questions. 1. Where are the children? 2. What bus do they see? 3. Who takes a photo? 4. Were there skateboards 50 years ago? 5. How old is Leo's skateboard?
Now, let's check the answers. 1. Where are the children? They are in the museum. 2. What bus do they see? They see a horse bus. 3. Who takes a photo? Leo takes a photo. 4. Were there skateboards 50 years ago? Yes, there were. 5. How old is Leo's skateboard? 2 years old.
Listening 100. Listen and repeat.
There was a park in our town 50 years ago. There wasn't a shopping mall in our town 50 years ago. There were some funny trains 100 years ago. There weren't any planes 200 years ago.
Let's learn. There was a park in our town 50 years ago. There wasn't a shopping mall in our town 50 years ago. There were some funny trains 100 years ago. There weren't any planes 200 years ago.
What did you do?
Did you have a good weekend, Monica?
Oh yeah, it was great.
So what did you do? On Saturday, I went to the theater with my parents. What play did you see? I saw Cinderella, and it was an amazing show. What did you like the most? I like the costumes and the song.
I had a wonderful time this weekend too. We went to visit our grandparents on Saturday morning. We traveled by train. It was a journey of around 3 hours, and there was a lot to see outside the window. In the afternoon, I went fishing in a boat with my grandpa, for the first time.
Really? Where did you go?
We went to a lake, not far away from his house. He taught me cool stuff about fishing, and I tried to do everything he said.
So did you catch any fish?
Yes, we did. We caught a lot of fish. I was so excited. We took the fish home, and later we had grilled fish for dinner. It was such a delicious meal. I was really sad yesterday when I had to say goodbye to my grandparents.
Now, let's check.
Now, look. We use lots of, or some with there were. We use any with there weren't.
Hello everyone, this is Andrew at Crown Academy of English. Today is a grammar lesson and the subject is when to use the word some and any. So let's start. So in this story I am hungry and I am in the kitchen and I am looking for something to eat. There are some apples. There is some bread. There are some eggs. And there is some wine. So, as you can see in all of these sentences, we are using the word some. So you can see the word some in all 4 sentences. So let's look at these sentences in more detail. Well, the first thing we see is that they are all positive sentences. They are all in the affirmative. And there are 2 types of positive sentence here. On the left, we can see that this is in the plural. There are several apples, and so the verb is in the plural. There are, and the noun is in the plural. Apples with a letter S. And it is the same for eggs. There are some eggs with an S at the end. So these on the left, they are examples of countable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns which are separate objects. We can count them. And a countable noun can exist in the singular and also the plural. Here, for these examples, they are in the plural. So we use the word some in positive sentences for countable nouns which are in the plural. Okay? And on the right, these are uncountable nouns. Okay, this is slightly different. Uncountable nouns are not separate objects. We cannot count uncountable nouns. they are, for example, just a mass of product, and they can only exist in the singular. So the verb is in the singular and the noun is in the singular. And so we also use the word some for uncountable nouns in positive sentences. So, rule 1. We use some in positive sentences with countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. Okay? So that is what we have seen here. We'll now look at the second rule. So here I am at my parents' house and I am talking to my mother. I am asking her to give me some food. Can I have some bananas? Can I have some bread? Can I have some eggs? Can I have some water? So again, here, in all 4 sentences, we are using the word some. And if you look carefully, in fact, all of these sentences are questions. We are asking to receive something. Okay, we want something, so we are asking for it. And on the left, for the countable nouns, then we have the plural. So we only use the word some if the countable noun is in the plural. And on the right, they are uncountable nouns, so that is always in the singular. So rule number 2 for the word some is we use some in questions asking for something. And the countable noun must be in the plural, and it can also be an uncountable noun. So questions asking for something. Now I am at my home, I am with a friend, and I am offering food to my friend. So I am offering something to my friend, and I am doing this with a question. Would you like some strawberries? Do you want some sugar? Would you like some grapes? Would you like some pasta? So again, in all 4 sentences, we are using the word some. And they are all questions. And these questions are because we are offering something to somebody. Okay, so we are wanting to give something to somebody. And so we use the word some for countable nouns in the plural. Always in the plural. We never use the word some for countable nouns in the singular. Only the plural. And on the right, again, these are uncountable nouns. So, rule 3, we use some in questions offering something for countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. Now, for this situation, I am at my friend's house and I am in his kitchen, but I do not know what food he has in his kitchen. So I ask my friend, "Do you have any chocolates? Is there any milk in the fridge?" Are there any carrots? And do you have any cheese? And here, all 4 sentences are using the word any. Okay? And we can see that these are all questions, just normal questions about the noun. And as always, the countable nouns must be in the plural. And so here, are there any carrots, is the plural, so the verb is in the plural, are. And for the uncountable nouns only exist in the singular, so the verb is in the singular, and the noun is in the singular. So those are uncountable nouns. So rule 1 for the word any is we use any for questions, for normal questions. For normal questions with countable nouns in the plural and uncountable nouns. So any in questions. And finally, I am now at a restaurant with some friends, and I am talking about food with them. And I am saying, I do not want any chocolates. We don't want any wine. There aren't any strawberries. There isn't any water. So we are using the word any. And if you look at them, the sentences, they are all in the negative. Do not want. We don't want. There aren't any. There isn't any. Okay? So we use the word any for negative sentences. And the countable noun must go in the plural. And so the verb goes in the plural for countable nouns. And uncountable nouns are always in the singular, so the verb is in the singular. So, rule number 2 for the word any, we use any in the negative. And the countable noun is in the plural. And also we use any for uncountable nouns in the negative. Okay, so that is the second situation where we use the word any. Okay, so that was quite easy, I hope. And now I'll give you an exercise. So, question.
Lesson 3. Exercise 1. Look and say. Example. There weren't any motorcycles. It's picture A. Now, you can practice with your friends or your parents.
Exercise 2. Write 4 sentences. Example. 100 years ago, there weren't any motorcycles. Please, do it now.
Goodbye. See you next time.